All right, so you get through Toledo, graduate.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Graduate.
Sir. Yes,
Mom
sir.
wasn't playing that. Get through Toledo.
Yes, sir.
You graduate, and now it comes to the NFL process, right? You put your name in the draft. You're off training. You're getting ready for combine and pro days. You go to the East-West Shrine.
Yeah, I went to the East-West. Yep.
Yeah, East-West Shrine, and you're having all this.
Should have went to the Senior Bowl, but
Yeah, I felt the same way.
Man.
You're having all this success, and things seem like it's going well. Did you have like a draft day projection? You felt like, you know what, like, all right, cool. I'm not going first round.
Yeah,
right.
sure,
That's realistic.
sure.
Like, all right, cool. I'm not going first round, but I could be like a third, fourth rounder, fifth rounder.
100%. Like, I'm still sick to this day. Like, I should have been drafted, man. That was a whole process, and I didn't have a big party or nothing like that. It was just me, my moms, and my pops, and man, that day hurt me to this day still, because I'm sitting there and I knew I wasn't gonna get first rounder, and I was in a deep safety class, so it was like Eric Berry, Taylor Mays, Cam Chancellor, Earl Thomas. Like, it was a deep safety class. And I remember sitting there, first round go, I ain't, all right, whatever, first round, I'm going to be straight. Second round come, I'm like, I didn't think I was going to be, I thought I was going to be maybe 4 to 7 in there somewhere, but I was going to get drafted. I was going to be drafted. Third round go, I'm like, all right, we straight still, we straight. That last day come, 4 through 7. And I'm like, all right, I know I'm going to get a call. And I knew my parents was kind of like, I don't know, because my mom, she stopped watching it with me. She was like, I can't see my boy. I can't see him being disappointed. Like, so she left. So she goes into the room on the other side, because I knew I was going to break down eventually if I didn't get drafted. My pops, he stuck right there with me. But, man, it was brutal, because I'm seeing kickers and punters getting drafted off the board. And I'm like, hold on, I was first team All-MAC all 4 years. Like, I went up to Michigan. We beat Michigan. I balled out. Like, my numbers weren't unbelievable at the combine, but they were far from the worst. So I'm sitting there thinking, man, you know what? I got it. 6th round come by. Man, it's a little late, but, I got time still. I'm gonna get a call. Get hit from my agent. He's like, yeah, we just gotta, make sure some of these other safeties get taken off the board maybe, and then, we might have a shot. And I'm thinking, like, hold on, man, I'm better than all these dudes. What you mean? Like, man, 7th round come around, it hit me like a ton of bricks. I'm sitting there like, man, what this? And then my pops, I've never seen this man cry. So he got his arm around me. We sitting there, pick, and it comes down to it. I'm just like, ain't no way I'm getting drafted. There's like 5 picks left. I'm not getting drafted. So I break down. I was like, man, this is my dream. All my life had gone to get to this point, to get drafted and to go, because I've been on a schedule. Like, we all been on a schedule when it comes to football, from a little age. Whatever you start, you're always in a schedule. So I'm figuring out, okay, this is the next step in my schedule. And this was before I knew anything about, like, how undrafted free agents work, where you got to come in and I just thought you got drafted and you went. And if you didn't get drafted, it was over with. So I'm breaking down. I look up, Pop, tears come down his eye because he's seeing me, breaking down and stuff. And I'm like, man, I thought it was done. Like, I'm like, man, no, what's part 2 now? What's my plan B? What's it gonna be? And then I started getting these flooded calls, and then 5, 6 calls come around. My agent's like, all right, man, you got basically 10, 15 minutes. You got to decide where you want to go and to have the best shot.
So where were some of those teams? Of course, we know Dallas.
Yeah, here
right?
in Dallas.
Right? We know Dallas, but what were some those other teams that called that you were kind of like, okay, they might have a shot. And what made you? So what other teams? And then what made you choose Dallas?
So the other teams were Washington, Carolina, Seattle. What was the last one? It was an Ohio team. So it might have been Cincinnati or Cleveland or one of them teams. Those were the main 4 I can remember that I ended up like choosing which one. And it came down to actually Joe DeCamillis, who we both know very well. That's my guy. Joe DeCamillis, our special teams coordinator, and then Brent Maxey.
Yeah,
Brent. Yeah, his son does.
Scouting.
And he was the safeties coach at the time. So DeCamillis calls the house up. After I talked to my agent, Joe DeCamillis said, hey, man, I watched the tape. I like what you can do out there. I think you can contribute on the special teams and really have a role on this team. Tell me what you want to do eventually, but I think you can have a big-time role here as special teams is concerned. And then Brent Maxey hopped on the phone and was like, yeah, and we like your tape as well. And I'm thinking to myself, like, man, y'all drafted a guy in the 4th round. That could have been me. You drafted a safety in the 4th round. It wasn't me. Shout out to Kwasi. That's my man. But should have been me anyways.
That's right.
But, so then, he basically was like, yeah, we like your tape too. We think it could work with you as well. Let us know. And then that's when I got back on the line with my agent and was like, look, I think this is my best opportunity because realistically, man, we all do. I looked at the competition, and I looked at the roster, and I saw they had Sensenbaugh, who's my man still to this day. Sensenbaugh was there. Allen Ball had just transitioned from corner, so it was like he was a 7th rounder. So I'm like, all right, I got a little shot here. And then beneath them was, my man's Pat Watkins.
Yep, P-Dub.
Michael Hamlin.
Clemson, yep.
Yep, Clemson, Michael Hamlin. And then I forget who else might have been there, but Akwasi, who they drafted,
Right.
and then it was me, McCray, and all them boys. And I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, yeah, I got a chance here.
Yeah.
I got a chance here. I gotta do what it do. And I got that toe in, and then that was
Rest is
it.
history.
Yeah, rest